Girl paralyzed after a horrific accident in Provo Canyon reaches a lifelong dream.
Thanks to some help from friends and family, she reaches the top of Mount Timpanogos. Dan Ruscone live with the story. What an incredible accomplishment. How'd she manage it, Dan?
You know, it really is, Mark and Shauna. This is how she managed to do it right here. This homemade wheelchair basically built to take up mountains and be able to take someone hiking with it. This is how they were able to pull her up. Just behind me here in Provo, that's Mount Timpanogos. As you know, a very steep and rugged terrain. That's where she went this weekend. 12-year-old Emma Sorensen may be confined to a wheelchair, but that's not stopping her from enjoying life. In fact, it's in this homemade wheelchair specifically designed for hiking where young Emma accomplished a lifelong dream, hiking to the top of Mount Timpanogos.
I was so happy. I was finally up there.
I heard a really loud crack.
Emma's amazing story starts 8 years ago on June 5th, 2000, when tragedy struck her family during a gathering up Provo Canyon. A 100-foot cottonwood tree suddenly snapped and fell on top of them. Her grandmother, Molly Sorensen, and her 6-year-old cousin were both killed.
Turned, and then it was that tree's in motion, and it went like this, and then that tree hit us.
Emma was also crushed by the tree. The injury paralyzed her from the waist down.
It just doesn't weigh anything.
Then this year, one of the Provo firefighters, Dale Pitts, who helped rescue Emma, built this wheelchair. So on Saturday morning at 5 o'clock, Emma and a team of family members and scouts set out on Timpanogos Trail to climb the mountain. Her father's been doing it for 12 years.
I said, well, Dad, you're just getting older and I'm just getting heavier, and if we're ever going to get it done, it has to be soon.
I knew it had to be the year.
The team pushed and pulled and lifted, traveling the narrow trail, passing the mountain goats. And then finally, about 4 hours later, they made it to what felt like the top of the world.
You could say the best scouts of the scouts showed up for this.
It's cool to look down at the valley from the saddle, because you could see everything. The lake was huge. It was really cool.
Seeing Emma get up there for the first time, it was just eclipsed all the other years.
Yeah, pretty amazing accomplishment for this girl. They actually had to put this little handicap sign, they said, on this because people were asking them whether or not this was some kind of a ride or something like that. They didn't fully understand. But they said when they brought this onto the top of the mountain there, everybody was cheering and yelling. Now, the scouts actually were hooked up like sled dogs. They had ropes here, and then they were pulling it, 4 of them, pulling it up, and then you had a couple people guiding it back here. They said they were very tired and drained, but it was well worth it. Mark, Shauna, back to you.
A great story, and what a great team effort.
Love that.
Shauna needs some Kleenex here, Dan.
All right.
That just
it's moving to watch that.
Yeah, tugs at your heartstrings, but what an accomplishment for her and those that decided to help her, including that firefighter who was in on her rescue. That's
the thing. The family said this firefighter has been incredible. Actually, he gave it to them on his retirement party. So it was a retirement party for him, but he built this for them. That's how much he loved this family.